Have you ever felt a knot in your stomach, a quiet panic that whispers you are falling behind? You look at your friends, your peers, or even the curated lives on your screen, and a voice inside says, you should be further along. You should have more. You should be more. This feeling, this pervasive anxiety of being late, is one of the most debilitating illusions plaguing our collective consciousness. It's a ghost haunting our present, stealing the joy from our journey by constantly pointing to a destination we haven't yet reached. We have been conditioned to worship at the altar of linear time, what I call clock time. It's a system of measurement that has been projected onto our worth. In this paradigm, your value is tied to your velocity. How quickly did you get the degree, the promotion, the house, the family? It turns life into a frantic race against a clock that was never real to begin with. But what if I told you that this entire framework is built on a misunderstanding of reality? What if the feeling of being late is not a reflection of your progress, but a symptom of viewing your life through the wrong lens? The truth is, you cannot be behind. You cannot be late to your own life. Your soul does not operate on a 24-hour cycle or a 5-year plan. It operates on a timeline of readiness. This is the fundamental principle of what we can call quantum time, a dimension where every single moment, every detour, every perceived delay is not a setback, but an essential part of your energetic and spiritual preparation. So, how do we dismantle this deeply ingrained illusion of being behind? We start by reframing the very nature of time and progress. Instead of a straight line from A to B, I want you to visualize your life as a process of energetic alchemy. Think of a caterpillar. It consumes, it grows, and then it enters a period of profound stillness inside a chrysalis. From the outside, it looks like progress has halted. It is stagnant, dissolved into a seemingly useless organic soup. A linear perspective would call this failure, a delay. But from a higher quantum perspective, this is the most crucial phase. It is a state of total reorganization. The caterpillar is not failing. It is becoming. It is integrating every leaf it ever ate, every inch it ever crawled, and transforming that experience into the biological and energetic foundation required to become a butterfly. You are no different. Those periods in your life where you feel stuck, where nothing seems to be moving forward, are your chrysalis phase. You are not stagnant. You are integrating. Your consciousness is reorganizing. Your energy field is being recalibrated. Every lesson, every heartbreak, every small win is being woven into the fabric of the person you need to be to handle the reality you are calling in. The universe is not withholding from you. It is preparing you. Delay is not denial. It is divine protection. To truly grasp this, we must look at the architecture of our own minds. Neuroscience has shown that up to 95% of our daily life, our thoughts, actions, and emotional reactions, is run by the subconscious mind. This is a repository of past experiences, learned beliefs, and deeply embedded emotional signatures. If your core subconscious belief is "I am behind" or "I am not ready," your mind will filter reality to confirm this identity. You will unconsciously engage in behaviors that perpetuate this state of lack and delay. This isn't a flaw. It's a feature of a survival mechanism designed for coherence. Your mind wants your outer world to match your inner world. So the feeling of being behind isn't just a fleeting thought. For many, it's a deeply programmed identity. You don't just feel late. On some level, you believe you are a person who is late. Trying to hustle your way out of this state is like trying to outrun your own shadow. You can't force a new reality from an old identity. The work is not to run faster on the outside, but to fundamentally rewrite the program on the inside. You must shift from the identity of someone who is trying to get there to the identity of someone who trusts they are already in the perfect place for their becoming. This is where we move from theory to application, leveraging the laws of the universe to enact this profound internal shift. In quantum physics, the observer effect demonstrates that the act of observation affects the reality being observed. Where you place your attention determines which potentials in the quantum field collapse into your physical experience. When you constantly focus on the gap, on what you don't have and where you aren't, you are perpetually energizing the reality of lack. You are observing your own lateness into existence. The universe, which operates on the principles of energy, frequency, and vibration, doesn't respond to your words of desire. It responds to your energetic state of being. Your frequency is the sum total of your beliefs, emotions, and assumptions. Operating from a state of "I am late" generates a chaotic, needy frequency. It's the energy of wanting, which by its very nature affirms that you do not have. The most powerful shift you can make is to change the question. Instead of asking, "Why am I not there yet?" you must begin to ask with genuine curiosity, "What is this moment preparing me for? What strength is this challenge building in me? What wisdom am I integrating right now?" This simple change in inquiry shifts you from the frequency of victimhood and lack to the frequency of empowerment and trust. You become an active participant in your own evolution, recognizing that every circumstance is serving you. The practical step is to consciously choose to embody the state of the person you are becoming right now. This is not about faking it. It's about being it at an energetic level. Let's expand this into a multidimensional understanding. I want you to consider a radical idea. The successful, fulfilled, actualized version of you already exists. In the quantum field, all potentials exist simultaneously. That future self is not a distant fantasy. It is a probable reality waiting for you to become an energetic match to it. Now, imagine you could have a conversation with that future self. What would they tell you about this exact moment you are in right now? Would they be panicked? Would they tell you to hurry up? Or would they look at you with love and compassion and say, "Thank you. Thank you for enduring that period of confusion. Thank you for not giving up during that delay." That experience was the final piece of training I needed. That heartbreak taught me the empathy that now defines my work. That financial struggle taught me the resilience that allows me to manage my abundance. From their perspective, your entire timeline is perfect. Every single event was a necessary setup for their existence. The pressure you feel right now does not come from your higher self or your soul's potential. It comes from the ego, the part of you conditioned by clock time, comparison, and fear of insufficiency. When you begin to see your delays through the eyes of your future self, you realize they are not delays at all. They are essential components of a divine curriculum. This is also a form of profound protection. The universe has likely protected you from opportunities you desperately wanted, but were not yet equipped to handle. Receiving a massive success before you have the emotional maturity and internal foundation to sustain it often leads to self-sabotage. The universe waited until you were strong enough. The delay was a profound act of love. This internal shift has biological consequences. The field of epigenetics shows that your emotional states and perceptions can signal your genes to express themselves differently. By shifting from a state of stress and lack to a state of trust and gratitude, you are literally sending new signals to your cells, upgrading your physical vessel to hold a new level of reality. You are becoming, at a cellular level, the person who is ready. So, how do you integrate this into your daily life, especially when the old programming is so strong? It begins the moment you wake up. Before your mind latches onto the day's to-do list and the litany of worries, you must intentionally set your energetic tone. Instead of reaching for your phone, which immediately pulls you into the world of clock time and comparison, take 5 minutes for yourself. Close your eyes and connect to the feeling of your desired reality. Don't just visualize the outcome, feel the emotions. How does it feel to be peaceful, abundant, and fulfilled? What is the dominant emotional frequency of your future self? Is it confidence? Is it peace? Is it creative joy? Your only job in this moment is to generate that feeling in your body now, independent of your external circumstances. Feel it until it feels familiar. This practice begins to recondition your subconscious mind and your body's emotional set point. It teaches your system that this new state of being is your new normal. Then, Ask yourself one simple question. How would the version of me who is already living this reality move through this day? How would they handle this email? How would they speak to their family? How would they view this challenge? Then, you act from that state. You are no longer trying to get somewhere. You are living from there. This is the fastest way to collapse time. I invite you now to make this real. In the comments below, I want you to declare one quality of your future self that you will actively embody today. Will it be unwavering confidence, playful creativity, profound peace? Write it down. The act of declaring it is a powerful step in making it your conscious reality. Of course, this path is not without its challenges. The moment you commit to this new state of being, your old reality will test you. You will get evidence that seems to contradict your new belief. An unexpected bill will arrive just as you start to feel abundant. Someone will question your path just as you start to feel confident. This is not a sign that it isn't working. It is the friction between your old energetic signature and your new one. Your ego, invested in the old story of being behind, will scream, "See? I told you so." This is the critical moment. This is where most people give up and revert to their old frequency. Your job is not to fight the external reality. Your job is to hold your internal state steady regardless of the circumstances. This is what ancient spiritual traditions refer to as faith, but it is also a principle of quantum creation. You must maintain the frequency of the reality you desire until the external world, which is simply a reflection of energy, has no choice but to reorganize itself around your new dominant vibration. When doubt arises, you must have tools to anchor you back into your truth. You can return to your breath. You can place a hand on your heart and remember the feeling of your future self. You can recite a mantra like, "I am always in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing." You are starving the doubt and feeding the trust. This isn't about ignoring problems. It's about choosing the energetic state from which you will solve them. Do you solve them from a place of panic and lateness, or from a place of resourceful, centered knowing that you are being guided and prepared? The choice of state determines the quality of the solution that becomes available to you. You are not on a race against anyone else. You are on a sacred journey of becoming ready for your own destiny. The pressure to hurry is an illusion. The feeling of being behind is a lie your conditioned mind tells you. Your value is not measured by a calendar. It is measured by the depth of your wisdom, the strength of your character, and the resilience of your spirit. All qualities that are forged in the very moments you once labeled as delays. Every single step, especially the ones that felt like you were going backward, has been building the foundation for a future that is more magnificent than you can currently imagine. You are a quantum being, existing in a universe of infinite potential. Your true power lies not in hustling harder, but in aligning more deeply. It is in the profound, radical act of accepting where you are right now as the perfect place to be. When you can look at your life with all its twists and turns and trust that it is all part of a perfect unfolding, you shift your entire energetic signature. You move from the frequency of lack to the frequency of wholeness. You become a vibrational match for the miracles, the opportunities, and the love that are already waiting for you. The universe is not waiting for you to cross a finish line. It is waiting for you to become ready to receive. And the truth is, your readiness is blossoming in this very moment. You are not late. You have never been late. You are right on time. If this message resonated with you and you are ready to continue remembering the powerful creator you truly are, subscribe to this channel. Your journey of awakening is just beginning.